The hardest part about walking away is that the memories don't walk away with us, and that's how obsession begins. It's not because the person was good for you, but our minds keep replaying the beautiful moments while holding back the painful ones. That's why Limerence feels so real. You start romanticizing the connection, you start replaying that moment that made you feel seen, understood, chosen, or loved. And slowly you begin questioning your own decisions. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I walked away too early. Maybe there is still something there for me. But darling, if something was truly meant for you, your distance would have destroyed it. Your walking away wouldn't have ended what was genuinely aligned for your life. And I know that's painful to hear because losing people hurts, losing friendship hurts, losing environments that once felt safe hurts. But obsession has a dangerous way of turning memories into emotional fantasies. Your mind starts stretching the beautiful moment while suppressing the reality that made you live in the first place. And suddenly you start romanticizing, and suddenly you're not romanticizing the full relationship. You are romanticizing selected memories. That's why people mistake emotional attachment for destiny. They think if I still miss it this deeply, maybe it was meant for me. No, darling. Your nervous system is still struggling to detach from something that was emotionally familiar. Every friendship that I walked away from, every friendship that has abandoned me, every friendship that has betrayed me, I realized that along the line, when time begins to unfold, my distance or the fact that I exempted myself from that situation was in protection, not just protection, but preservation of my mental health. That's where discernment comes in. A lot of us, we are still holding on to the past, thinking that this person was good for us, that place was good for us. I'm here to tell you that no matter how much good plans you had for yourself, no matter how much good plans you thought you had over a person or a place, your plans is too little compared to the plans God had in store for you. What am I trying to say? I know the pain that comes with losing friendship, I know the pain that comes with heartbreak, but darling, we never seem to know these pains enough. It's like an unhealed wound. So no matter how much we say, you know the pain that comes with this, you know the pain that comes with that, it's like an unhealed wound that you never know how much pain it holds until you touch it again and realize that the pain is still fresh, the pain is still there. I can't tell you that you're going to be alright, but I can tell you that if there was something there for you, or if there was something meant for you, it will meet you where you are at. It will sell its land and its whole property to get to you. And I know you might say that this is not a movie. I can't chase, I can't put effort into things, I can't stress myself over things. Darling, you've not met all the people you're meant to meet in this life. You've not met people. People can chase something. People can chase you. People can keep friendship. People can be a good friend. People can hold something. People can value you. People can keep friendship. People can wait for you. People can be good friends. Distance, no distance. People can value you. People can wait for you. And I'm not talking about surface level things or surface level situationships. I'm talking about real stuff. You need to understand that it's going to be lovable. The memories you have in your head is too small compared to what's coming for you. I know the fear of, am I going to ever be with this kind of person that sees me? Am I going to love this kind of person again? Am I going to trust again? Am I going to be understood again? Am I going to have the kind of experiences I had before? And all those fear of the unknown, let's put it like that. No, you're not going to have those beautiful things that you've experienced before. And that's the painful part of everything, is that you're not going to experience those things. But that doesn't mean you're not going to experience more beautiful things. That doesn't mean you're not going to experience lovely things, lovable things. The only difference is that are you going to be present enough to notice or to be aware of how life has become lovable, how life has become peaceful. And that comes from your ability to let go and move forward. We hold on to the past so much that when we see something beautiful, when we are experiencing something beautiful, we don't realize how much beauty it holds until it actually walks away, or until it actually leaves. This situation refers back to when the people of Israel were about to be set free. When God said to Moses that he was going to harden the heart of Pharaoh, he said, I will harden his heart. That means it was not going to be easy. Everything the Israelites were enjoying, Pharaoh began to take it away from them. And that was not on until Moses came. And even if you reference back to the Bible, Moses said that ever since he came, greater things had befallen these people. And it was not as if greater things had befallen these people. God hardened the hearts of Pharaoh so that the people of Israel, those things that found comfort and safety, they began to take it away from them. So they were now living on survival. Pharaoh took away everything that made them feel safe in comfort. Israelites did not know that they were suffering until Moses came and told them that the Lord is about to set them free. Sometimes we don't realize that a lot of people are Pharaoh to us, just that we don't see it, just that we don't know it. And God is trying to set us free. And just like the people of Israel argued that they wanted to go back to Egypt when they were set free, a lot of us don't realize that people and some places are our Egypt. And God wants to set us free. God is setting us free. But we argue that, we want to go back to Egypt, we want to go back to that place, we want to go back to that person. But we don't see that God has set us free from that Egypt. The Israelites knew that they were suffering, but for them, they knew that they were going to be all right. When Moses came and decided that they were going to be set free, they never realized how much suffering they were in. Another process, God had to harden the heart of Pharaoh, and everything they were enjoying began to be taken away from them slowly, and forced labor, hard taxes now came forward. So it began to the realization that they were really suffering became really clear to them that they were suffering. Taxes became higher, the labor became higher, and all these things didn't happen until Moses came, the savior. He came to save them and set them free from the land of Egypt. What am I trying to say? If we say that there's something there for us, it's like telling the people of Israel that if they return back to Egypt, there is something there for them, which is impossible. So as much as something was beautiful, as much as something was rosy, if you made a choice to walk away and that thing just doesn't chase after you, it's not meant for you. Because even the Egyptians chased after the Israelites. So how much more want to be chased after? If you think that people cannot chase after you, the Egyptians chased after the Israelites, after everything they went through because of the Israelites. Afflictions, infirmities, deaths. Even after Pharaoh had realized that the Israelites had left Egypt, he sent, when it came to his realization, when God has softened his heart a little and they set them free, then when he got to the realization that the Israelites had actually left, he sent his army to still go after the Israelites in the ocean. He chose slaves over his army, and they were at the end of the day, they found. That's where toxic relationship started for me. Because how would you I'm your slave, right? You don't like me, you impose heavy labor on me, then why won't you let me go? You still chase people to come after me. No, that's toxic. That's toxic. Because how will you send a whole army to come after a slave and that army drowned, but the Israelites did not drown? That's weird. Heavy labor, everything, heavy taxes. Now let me go. You're chasing after me, and you say you won't be chased, or people can't chase after you. People can chase. Mostly toxic people, they can chase after you. When we hold on to things and we don't want to move forward, it's like we are holding on to an unhealed wound, an unhealed injury, and we are searching for the pain. We are romanticizing the incident. Not really romanticizing the incident, but yes, romanticizing the incident. You're thinking about what happened before, the scar you have over there. You're just picturing the beautiful things that happened before that scar came. You're like thinking about how life was beautiful, how life was rosy, how everything was just beautiful before that scar came. So all those things distract us from the pain that comes with that wound. And I don't know if that was perfect idea to put it, but yeah, all those memories, all those things distract us from identifying how painful that scar is. And what we don't realize is that that scar was there for a reason. That scar is a reminder of what has happened, and we don't take that seriously. It's not how beautiful a relationship, a friendship, or a situationship was that matters. It's not how picture perfect, glam, exciting that you tell me that matters. It is what happens when it's crumbling. What choices are you guys making when you are growing? What's strengthening you guys in situation where no one is putting effort to like build or grow? It's the what's happening when everything is crumbling moments. What effort are we trying to? What sacrifices are we making when no one has the strength to make sacrifices? What effort are we putting when no one has the effort to make an effort? So there are seasons in relationship, there are seasons in friendship, and that's the epic moment when everything is still fresh and rosy, beautiful. When we are not making choices, when we are not growing, when we are not deciding, when we are not stretching, everything just rosy. And that's where the Limerence is. That's the powerful, epic Limerence moments in our head when everything is exciting, when everybody's just giggling. And I'm not saying that when it comes to like other seasons when they're not giggling. It's just there are seasons where there is no giggle, there is no excitement. So what effort are you making to giggle? What's that word? What effort are you making to laugh? To make it exciting. So that's just it. See, there are seasons where everything is exciting. There are seasons where people have choices to make. There are seasons that people have choices to make. People are growing. People are no longer. It's no longer connecting. Those moments determines what moves you forward and how far you can go, and how far you can get with life. It's when we are now like how will I put it? When something is fresh, when something is new, it comes to a lot of love and excitement. When we have tend to overuse something, we want to change it, we want to replace it. And have most of us have used that theology to treat friendships. Because when we have unveiled friendship, when we have stripped friendship, we've gotten to know people enough, we've gotten to see them enough, we want to move away, we want to walk away. We think people choke us. We think it's exhausting. We think we already know them enough. We think it's too predictable. We get tired, we get bored. When we use certain devices, when we use certain things around us, we get tired. And that's how most people treat situationship, friendship, and relationship. Like as if it's something that you could just do. But those are the points where you need to be making sacrifices. Those are the points where you need to see, oh, this is the effort I'm putting. This is the effort somebody put in me. And sacrifice. Those are the things that should make you strong. Those are the things that should make the friendship sustain. But most people walk away from those things like it's nothing. It's not the fresh moments that matters, not the rosy, exciting memories in your head. It's moments where growth comes in, when choices comes in, where pains comes in, when everything starts being not enough. That's where love lives. Maybe it's not for everybody. Maybe yours just have to be too perfect. Congratulations. I envy you. You should suffer with somebody. I'm not saying you should be too comfortable. I'm not saying you should tolerate disrespect. But I'm just saying that you should remember the sacrifices, remember the moments, remember those epic seasons. Those things should make you strong. Those sacrifices, those attentions, those little things that matters, those memories should be your store bank that makes you strong for yourself. Because that makes you strong for yourself. That makes you feel like, oh, I put in the work too. He put in the work too. But it wouldn't have been beautiful if we didn't put in the work too. Always think about the efforts you made and think about how powerful you were at that moment. Then enjoy the sacrifice. Enjoy the beautiful moment that comes. But never let it feel like it's not going to be better than that. I say this a lot. The only reason people don't tend to go after things or don't tend to come after things that they know that it was genuinely good for them is because they look at things surface level. We are so distracted in lots. We are so distracted by a lot of surface level things that we don't realize how much good people are to us. So if you are saying, "Oh, I left that person, I left that place," and those people don't realize the sacrifices you made for them, they don't see how good you were for them, and they don't try to reach out to you. They don't try to communicate to you. They're not your people, and they didn't see things the way you saw them. What you saw in them is not what they saw in you. When people tend to overlook sacrifices, it's not because they are bad. It's just because people look at things surface level situationship, surface level friendship. They don't see things the way God sees things. They don't see things the way Christ sees things. That's why we just chase after a lot of distractions. And at the end of the day, we begin to feel like we are exhausted, we are tired, we know the patterns, we know the predictable character. We're not looking out for sacrifices. We're not looking out for moments that matters. We're not looking out for things that along the line would keep us stronger, that will build something. We don't build things. We don't build our friendship on good foundations. We don't build our friendship on our relationship on solid ground. That's why we don't get to, when season shifts, a lot of breeze just comes and everything just goes away. And you'll be like, you can't even tell the value of a friendship. And that's why people don't chase after people. That's why people just live surface level lives and walk away surface level, surface level walking away. And that's where God comes in. God don't see things the way we see things. That's why God keeps chasing after us. He doesn't see things the way men see things. He doesn't see things the way I see things. He doesn't see things the way you see things. And that's why God keeps chasing after people. That's why God keeps chasing after you and I. That's why people say that the hardest prayer to pray for themselves is that, God, if this person is not for me, let this person just move away. That before they get to pray that prayer, they know that they're about to lose people. Because, darling, that's protection. That's preservation. Oh my God. That's protection. That's preservation. God sees your heart. God sees that person's heart. God knows that you love love. You are a lover girl. You love love. God knows that when you get sad, you get sad. God knows us individually. Like, I might be someone that it takes a lot to make me like happy. Like, it takes a lot to please me. You can give me the world, I might not still be happy. Like, God might see you and be like, little things matters to you. Little things matters to you. Little phone calls matter to you. And when people begin to take those little things away from you, God knows that God knows that that person doesn't have the capacity to meet you where you are at. Like, and sometimes I feel like, oh no, the person has the capacity to meet me. No, you're not seeing the future. You're not seeing the future. You're not seeing whether the person is just being in the epic, exciting moment. I feel like along the line, the person is not going to put effort to get it. So God knows us individually, and God knows how to get to us. God knows what's good for us. And especially the prayer, it's hard to pray. It's actually a very, very genuine protection prayer. Like, but if this is going to get hard along the line, please let me just stop here right now. Let me just pause here, because the epic memories is going to haunt you later. Like, oh my girl, you don't want to sit down smiling lavishly and be thinking, oh my God, it was good. It was good, but it's going to get better. Like, if it was that good, you know what I tell my friends? If it was that good, that's how much. If it was that good, okay, let me just say this. I tell my friends that if it was that good, think about before you came here. Like, it was better than before, right? Like, okay, let's say if it was better than before. If the friendship, let's not use relationship because you might think like, let's use friendship. If the friendship you're in is better than your primary school friendship, like, if it's this good, don't you think it's going to be better? Like, like sometimes I'm like, am I going to? Okay, let me just use a random example. Sometimes I'm like, am I going to take like a perfect pictures? Am I going to have perfect pictures, like random pictures again when I leave a certain place? How am I going to get? And sometimes the little said that was not even good. That was little. I didn't even like. So I feel like if it could be that good, that means it can be better. So just use that in every of your life example. So if there was anything there for you, anything that you've lost, if it was meant for you, you wouldn't have walked away. And if you walked away and it didn't chase after you, it was not meant for you to hold. Yes. And maybe it's coming. Maybe it's coming because sometimes there's a season of distance in some certain things. So maybe it's still coming back. So maybe you're just lucky. Then if you're not just lucky, then if it doesn't chase after you, it's not meant for you to hold. Because it's not how beautiful it was, not how rosy it was. Enjoy the rosy moment. Don't forget that. It's beautiful. But it's not how beautiful, it's not how rosy. It's the energy it puts when nothing is working. That should be the rosy moment. That should be like, oh my God. You're still calling me when I'm not like reaching out to you. I'm not saying that some of you should have bad characters, you don't call back. Like, we do that. So just remember the sacrifices people make for you. Remember the moments when people, and if those sacrifices is not what they are reaching out to get to you, then just be calm. Be calm. You've paid your dues to struggle, darling. Calm down. Calm down, because if people are not reaching out to you, it's because they don't have something to reach out to you for. Take it from me, yeah. And if you think that I'm wrong, you should go back and check. Reach out and check. They have nothing to say, they have nothing to contribute to your life, they have nothing to add to your productivity. So check and see. Go back to Egypt and see. If there's anything meant for you, it will come and meet you where you are at. No matter if you're in the bush, I'm telling you, it's coming. And if it doesn't come, it's because something better than that is coming. So, guys, I remain your girl, Kelly Ifokwe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.